On the Niners beat from 2000 to 2004, Cam Inman is back, covering the 49ers for the San Jose Mercury News and other outlets in the Bay Area News Group. And he's had his eye on what's been in front of the Niners thus far at training camp.
Well, I think the challenges that they're going over right now are adapting to schemes both on offense and defense. You know, they're putting in the West Coast offense back where, you know, the 49ers parlayed that into 5 Super Bowls. Defensively, they're also adjusting to a new scheme and a lot of new players on the defensive side, and you know that's kind of been the main emphasis. It's all about learning and getting better, and that's been the mantra that Jim Harbaugh's been preaching, along with a lot of the players. And so it's really a football-oriented, detail-oriented camp so far.
And the quarterback competition is a daily storyline to stay on top of with this team.
Oh, I think right now they're playing it up as a competition. In our parlance in the Bay Area, we consider that a quarterback controversy. It's not Joe versus Steve, it's Alex versus Colin, and right now Alex is trying to, you know, show everybody, look, give me one more shot at that everybody's been saying the last few years. But at the same time, the 49ers and Alex were hamstrung by the labor lockout. You know, they didn't have a lot of options out there, so they're trying to see if this works and see if it fits. It's basically his job to lose. And I think right now he's getting a firmer grasp of it, because I don't think the 49ers are very comfortable throwing a rookie in right away in this complex scheme.
Now add to the mix former Raider Josh McCown, but just as much under the microscope as the quarterback position is the offensive line.
Well, you know, the offensive line, I think it's growing because it's a relatively young line. They brought in a new center from the New Orleans Saints in Jonathan Goodwin. He's going to start seeing more and more first-team snaps as we go along here towards the regular season. But the rest of the offensive line is pretty much the same from last year. You're going to have Joe Staley at left tackle. Mike Upati is a very powerful left guard. The right guard spot might be a little bit open with Shiloh Rochelle. And then at right tackle, you have Anthony Davis. Alex Boone is, you know, positioned to be their backup offensive tackle, but I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a play to be the starting right tackle, although, you know, Davis was a first-round draft pick last year, so I'm sure they're not going to want to give up on him quite yet.
And when it comes to breakout seasons, Cam's looking squarely at the man breaking off the line, number 85.
Knowing how the West Coast offense works and knowing how Jim Harbaugh really enjoyed his tight ends at Stanford, I think you're going to see a really big year out of Vernon Davis again. I mean, obviously he's come along he's getting paid as the most money of any tight end in the NFL, but he's going to really earn that money this year in this system. You know, Delaney Walker's another tight end that's a great receiving threat, and I think those two guys are going to really emerge as the 49ers offensive catalyst, aside from Frank Gore running back, Braylon Edwards catch here or there, Joshua Morgan as well on the outside. You know, they have some offensive weapons now around Alex Smith, not like they didn't have it back in 2005 when he first showed up.
As for his rookie to watch this season,
the most immediate impact is going to be their first-round draft pick, Aldon Smith. I mean, he's been lining up at right outside linebacker. He looks like a fierce pass rusher, big body guy, big arms, great speed, everything that they want from a first-round draft pick, he's had it. And then if you go down the chart a little bit, a third-rounder named Chris Culver, a cornerback. And the way the NFL rotates through cornerbacks, he's going to see some action, whether he's going to have an impact, positive or negative, one way or the other.
Finally, no beat is complete without a Twitter account. Here's how to follow.
You can find me on Twitter at Cam Inman, C-A-M-I-N-M-A-N, just like my name. And go there for constant updates throughout the day. I have a blog, hot read blog, on our Bay Area News Group sites. And we'll give you all the 49ers information that you need to know.